Yeah, it's a full-time job with no benefits. Too many ego, too many fits. Count money with a side of stress.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Still Khalil. Listen, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright. So, today we got a video about
Today's first topic. This was a take I don't think I've ever heard people express.
Nigga. I'm trying to talk to my people first. What up, y'all? It's your boy Still Khalil. Back on the video. So today we got Abba and Preach. Y'all know I fuck with them. Shout out to Abba and Preach for making content so we can react to them once again. Shout out to all the Khalilians. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. If y'all know what I'm talking about, that's what I call my friends and the twins. It's locked in. Let's get to the video. Today is about being attractive and about how it gets you less women, apparently. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I'm married, so.
Today's first topic. This was a take I don't think I've ever heard people express. And so I want your...
A take you haven't heard.
And definitely you don't hear online.
The more attractive a guy is, the less women he actually pulls. And it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Me, myself, I hear it all the time. Oh, I'm sure your DMs are just flooded with every woman you want to talk to. Or I'm sure you pull every woman you want, this, that, and the third. And a lot of times it's the total opposite. Don't get me wrong. I have my moments. But I'm very introverted and I'm shy by nature. So I really just kind of stay to myself.
Pause. It's not the fact that you're attractive or not. It's the fact that you stay to yourself. So it has nothing to do with the fact that attractive people pull less. Is that, yeah, maybe, but...
Cause us attractive niggas that be outside all the time, and those niggas be pulling all the time. I don't know. I'm not judging niggas out here like that, but like I'm pretty sure that women consider them attractive. I wouldn't think that they would think that they was ugly. So I don't know what y'all talking about.
You also are an introvert. You stay to yourself. You're shy. Pulling people is not just like they come up to you. It's like your chances of getting. You're not even going out there and trying. On the basis that you're attractive and you try less because you're attractive and because you're shy and because you're introverted and because you don't go out there, then yes. But I wouldn't point it to the fact that it's because you're more attractive. You do not go out there. If you would go out there, you would pull more.
But also because of my demeanor, I'm 6'4", I'm very big and muscular. So my demeanor can come across as very arrogant and cocky. I've had women come up to me and say, yo, I've noticed you for so long, or I would have talked to you, but personally, I just thought you were very conceited or to yourself, so I didn't bother. And I don't really say anything unless I really know that the vibe is mutual. So sometimes your biggest assets can work against you.
I get the fact that, but yeah, you did say yourself that you don't go out there and you don't talk to people. You're introverted, you stay to yourself, you're shy. So yeah, if you would go out there and try, you would pull. And you also said that you don't go out there and everything and stuff. But people do come up to you. If you ugly, people are not going to come up to you.
So, that's one of the hottest men. I'm just playing.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not like one of the best, you know what I'm saying? I got no hairline and everything. I don't get approached very often, but I do get approached. You know what I mean? So you also still got to put yourself out there if you want to attract people. So, I'm not trying to attract nobody. So I'm not, you know what I mean? But if I was, I would engage a lot more with those types of situations instead of being like, oh no, and then going online to be like, man, they don't like me because I'm attractive. Now you're a little less attractive, but it's okay.
As a sex symbol, I think for me, I can relate, to being 6'4" and muscular and really wide. But I often, when we talk about dating, one of the dumbest comments I'll see from people when we talk about dating is, oh, I don't care what you guys have to say, Abba and Preach. Social media people, you make 6 figures. Like, yeah, of course you don't struggle. And it's like some of the most brain dead takes ever, because it's like, nigga, do you know I had a life before I did YouTube? Like, do you guys think
That's what I'll be trying to tell people. A lot of these people, especially like grinders. Now, there are some people who just got it, they started off with $100,000. They only got a brand new BMW for graduation, type shit. And so their journeys were a lot easier. But there are a lot of people who are where they are now, who were where you are now, right now. Like, just don't just automatically assume that just because somebody is living good now, or doing good now, or living in a good house, or have a good family now, that they've always had these things. Because these things, sometimes they take going through the worst to get this shit. Sometimes they have no family around them and they built their own. Now they got a strong family because they worked so hard to build it. Not because it was given to them type shit. Some people have all this money because they worked damn hard. They went without. They ate out the trash when they went to college. They did, you know what I mean? Not because they was just given a lot of shit. Not because they've always been privileged. We got to stop thinking like this so we can help each other out a lot more.
Was born, turned 18, I'm an influencer. Like, I've lived vast majority of my life with zero social media recognition. I worked regular dead-end jobs. In fact, most of you motherfuckers got on the job market and made twice what I was making for most of my adult life, okay? So I don't want to hear it about having money or nothing. Like, everything or vast majority of stuff that informed my being was done well before. Because I can say we didn't pop off till the pandemic happened, which is 2020. I was 30. Before that year, I was making 20 to 25K a year.
I was 38.
So, it's like I had zero to like very little social media presence, right? And it's like people like don't get it. It's like, do you understand why this floor sounds the way that it does?
Why? Why does it sound
It's
the way
because
it
it's all I could afford. And once I started filming, I had to film in my fucking bedroom to make ends meet. Okay.
As a matter of fact, we're still in your bedroom.
This all this is. It's not some studio. It's nothing fancy. And I say all this to say, people get this perception that as I've become more societally attractive because of the money and status, they think that, oh, you just pull whatever you want, not recognizing it is true that you can pull to some degree more, but it's oftentimes not the kind of attention you want. It's not from the kind of people you even want to date. Because you have to.
Oh, he just hit a nail on the hobby. He just hit a nail on the head. I don't know what the fuck that was. I be trying to tell people this, like me being in the music industry, right? I don't always tell people I work with somebody who worked with Usher. My godfather was this and that. I don't always tell people all these things when I go into these rooms like songwriting camps and shit, because I don't want people to just only want to work with me because of these things and because of this and this and this and that and be out here. That's the only reason you fuck with me. And so if I didn't know nobody, you would think I was trash, even though you can hear how good I am. That shit don't fuck with me. I don't like that shit because there's always going to be somebody that's better than me and they won't get an opportunity because they didn't get it. They didn't work with somebody who worked with Usher and their godfather didn't have a record label. And you know what I'm saying? Why do they not get a chance? But I recognize my privilege as well. That's why I'm humble brag. I'm going to say it somewhere. I just don't say it everywhere all the time. But I do be talking about it. You know what I mean? I ain't going to just let it go. I am that nigga.
Imagine the kind of people who necessarily would start to get really attracted to me because I have status or whatever are not the women that I ever dated before because I didn't have shit then. And it's not necessarily the kind of women I want to date now. Like, listen, if I want to date an influencer, absolutely what this guy's saying is cap. But you understand, I'm not trying to date a YouTuber. I'm not trying to date a girl who's like really after people like that. Sure, does it put me in front of a lot more eyes? Yes, but now you have to add more filters because you're really attracting not the right attention. And people never believe me when I say this. As I got more popular, I dated substantially less.
As you became more popular, you came out also less. You went outside less.
How are you say? And you came out the closet?
No,
okay.
No, that's okay.
Crazy.
But you went more popular. You stayed in more, and I understand because that was fucking work. If you go out less, you're gonna pull less. That's my mathematics.
Here's the other part of it. It's like it's not like I went out less. It's like your battery's just more drained.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
But
not necessarily by like working more. It's more like my social battery is not what it used to be because it's too much social interaction already with the social media stuff.
You call it that. I call it being old. But keep on going.
Okay, fair. But I know a lot of niggas my age who still at the club all the time. You know what I mean?
How you doing?
And the unemployed.
But I'm not your age.
Fair. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, for me, before I was somebody, I was coming in with a blank slate. But now because I have this perceived status and, perceived attractiveness, what ends up happening is a lot of people immediately assume you're a player. You have bad intentions. You got to rock. Like, I've received comments from ladies
So that's been my problem when I was out here trying to date. Motherfucker think just because I am attractive that I have a whole bunch of people that I'm attracted to or are attracted to me at this current moment. Like, oh, I just be chilling. I don't even go, like he said, I don't even go outside. I be in the studio all the time. I just be chilling, man. I know I'm the finest nigga in the world, but we don't got that many hoes out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck this nigga doing.
Sometimes I'm like,
Weird ass.
you are like, especially if you not do anything, it's insulting to. I understand why they get it. I can't be mad at them because I know, like, with the perception, even some of the dumb shit I've said in the past. But you have to understand, I was that person before I had this. Now I can't even do it because I don't even resonate with that stuff anymore. But it's just like so much has changed in that regards that I kind of resonate with what he's saying to a degree. I'm not saying like if I really want to be out there, I wouldn't be able to quote unquote pull. But it's like, what are you pulling? What are you pulling?
Yes,
and and a lot of women, I'll tell you this right now, they'll see like I have a social media stuff and like that, they'll never even consider me. A lot of people will see that I have status and all this stuff and they don't want to. And here's a part of why is because it makes them to some degree not feel secure because they're like, this is the kind of man who more likely to cheat on me. This is the kind of man who more likely to not really be interested in me the right way or spend money.
Hello? Hello?
No, I just put your shirt there.
Oh.
There's a lot of people that are like that. And genuinely speaking, if I'm being honest with you, I probably gravitate more to those types of people because I'm interested in somebody who's in it for the right reasons. Does that make sense?
100%.
So I guess I just want to contextualize. I don't agree with him completely, but I understand to a degree what he's talking about.
What he's talking about is, but he's also selective and also not outside. You just put more context into what he was saying. But if I just I'm just responding to what the more attractive a guy is, the less woman he actually gets. That's not true. Or should I say, there's context to that. And the context is, well, you don't go for anything, for everything. Mm-hmm. You don't go for necessarily the things that are coming out your way. You don't even go outside as much as you used to or try to attempt. Yeah, you're going to pull less, but it has nothing to do with the fact that you're attractive.
It's a catchphrase, right? You can't just look at the main title.
Sure.
So let's contextualize, right?
Sure.
Think about somebody becoming more attractive. Oftentimes, the things that you have to do to get more attractive means you have less opportunities to date. That's also a thing. The more money you want to make, the more you got to work. Less time for dating. I can tell you this right now, as you're changing your life towards being successful in different ways, whether it be physique or whatever it is, the less time you got to be fucking around. This is why I have a hard time with people sometimes when they say stuff like, oh, you know, if you're ugly, it's a dead end. It's not. People are like, well, what the f do you know? Bro, if I showed you pictures of what I looked like when I was 150 pounds, you know what I'm saying, 6 feet tall, thinnest nigga you could ever see. I've never been an attractive person. In fact, before I did YouTube, you could see how fucking dusty I used to be. And I still pulled more than I do now. Why? Because one, I came in with a blank slate, but also two, I was doing a lot of unemployed behavior. Yeah, listen.
What's unemployed behavior?
You got time to date.
How much? Okay. Yeah. It's not because you're that time to date that you're unemployed, but the amount of time that you was dating, you was certainly unemployed.
Okay. No money, no car, no nice place to stay. Nigga, I wasn't good looking either. I didn't have any of these things. Do you know how funny it is to watch me bike to dates? But you see me roll up and take off my helmet? I used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
see him do what? What that nigga just say? Hold on.
no car, no nice place to stay. Nigga, I wasn't good looking either. I didn't have any of these things. Do you know how funny it is to watch me bike to dates? But you see me roll up and take off my helmet? I used to do that.
What? What is this nigga saying, cuz? Hold on, hey, yo.
All the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
Now you Uber.
no, thank you.
No, just some
Thank you.
Here and then.
Thank you.
Oh, you're good.
I'm never going to sit here and say, oh, it's better to be unattractive than to be attractive. I'm not crazy, okay? And I don't want to make this guy's argument in the most like boneheaded way. But what I'm trying to say is these do come with problems that are very difficult to solve. And depending on what those methods are to solve those problems, you may not want those set of problems. That's why people ask me sometimes, like, but you're not worried about meeting a gold digger? I'm like, no. It is actually super easy to avoid these types of people. If you just looking past the looks, you look at how they present themselves online, the kind of shit that they say, the kind of stuff, it's not hard to avoid.
Gold diggers are so easy to spot, bruh. Because they the main ones that you can't take the, Waffle House? You can't take a Waffle House either. You can't take a gold digger nowhere like that. Can't take it to your grandmama's house for soul food dinner. You can't take a gold digger nowhere. They want to go everywhere that costs all the money. If you got somebody like that, don't let them convince you that they not a gold digger. That's what exactly they fucking are. They doing all the gold shit. Nigga, everything got to glitter with gold or they don't want to go. That's a gold digger. They not finna pull the wool over. It's 2025, fellas. We need to stand up and stay alive. You know what I'm saying? You can spot it. You just can't be out here on some jive. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Listen, you have to listen to them when they talk.
Yeah. It is one of those things that I never thought would be true on the other side. Because like when I was broke and dating, I was like, bro, when I get money though, yo, penthouse, 7 pool. But then you work for everything and you realize like, okay, I'm actually not looking to do that shit. And then you work for everything, you're like, oh, it's actually more complicated to do that shit than I thought it would be. And then you're like, oh, I don't want to pay taxes on this shit. It's just funny what you imagine life with finances would be, and I don't know. It's just not what I expected at all. I feel like your life has changed much more than my life has changed because you came into some kind of money. If you want me to give you an example, okay, here, your mode of transportation change, your location, mode of transportation change.
I was using cars. I'm using cars.
But
I had a motorcycle before.
Did you?
Yes, I had. I had a motorcycle since 2000.
But did you have a T-Rex?
No, I didn't have a T-Rex.
Okay, I'm just saying.
No, the amount changed.
And the types, you got types. You about to like you gonna be at sea soon, right?
No, I don't have.
You're not gonna have.
I don't have.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile. This nigga lying. I Captain.
I'm not. Okay. No, I'm gonna take my piloting classes. Yeah.
The harsh truth about starting or scaling a marketing agency in 2025 and why it's
piloting classes, yeah. Because it's easier to buy a plane than to buy a yacht. A yacht is a lot of money.
Fair. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The crib, like you had a crib before, but now you got like cribs with an S. You know what I mean?
No, I don't have
floors.
I got floors.
Floors on floors. You know
Backyard.
what I mean? Garages.
Forest.
Fireplace, sauna, like you know what I mean? Like
I don't have a sauna. Calm down. It's a pool.
Wait, it was not a shed where you could walk in and steam the shit out?
No, I don't have that.
My bad. Maybe I was just dreaming.
That's the shed.
There's a shed? I don't know, bro. You season them bitches.
Yes, of course.
That's all I'm saying.
Definitely.
Me, I have the bike that I had before, and that bike is rusty. It's rusty, it's gold, it needs a new. I haven't changed the bike. I haven't changed the place.
I sold the bike.
You know? I'm just saying.
I sold my bike.
Yeah. What about you? Because like you've had the quote unquote glow up, right? In terms of status, right? I walk around the city, I see you on billboards and shit. You know what I mean? I see you on television. You're much more recognizable.
What he do on television and shit? Maybe I'm missing it. I only know this nigga from here. What he be doing? That's good. I'm not. See, whenever you ask shit like that, I'll be like, I just didn't know. Damn. Can I not be informed ever? Do I have to walk around knowing all things at all time? Ain't that God? Ain't I'm not supposed to be that mother? Like, niggas are pissing me off.
Here than me.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel as though the attractiveness has drawn a lot of, attention towards you,
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And do you feel like that it's good attention or bad attention?
It's weird attention.
Go on.
Motherfucker that didn't give a fuck about me and calling me a loser when I was in high school. Suddenly you drop in my DMs. I still remember, bitch. Sometimes disgusted because I'm like, I'm the same dude.
Yeah, but you look at me differently because I got this.
But I'm the same dude though. And I started lying, just like you. I edit videos now because I've seen the change from, oh, you got a YouTube channel. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yo, facts.
Bitch, I'm the same dude that I was 5 minutes ago.
It almost makes you a bit jaded. You have so many of these strange experiences. You almost create a wall between you and new opportunities in some ways, especially socially speaking. Like if I was a very thirsty kid, I'd be quenching my thirst all the time. But because I'm like trying to protect a lot of things, it's very tough for me to be open to new people. I could honestly say the amount of people I meet now is like 95 to like maybe 99% less than when I was before this shit. I have people message me like, are you married? It's like the first message they send. To me, my defenses are up all the time. I'm pushing away from everything. And it's just so funny because I thought it would be the opposite. I thought it would be like, parties, yo, nigga, what's yo? And I realized now it's like, no, this is like a fence I have. I have my people and that's it. Y'all can ask anybody who's ever seen me out, and I be out at like salsa events, okay? If you see me somewhere, I'm in a corner like this.
Yes. 100%.
I'm in a corner like this all the time. I when I go out, I try to make myself smaller every time. How many times have we ran events and I disappear? I'm in a corner somewhere.
You tell me. There's events that we sponsor.
Yup.
And I'll host a bitch. And while I'm hosting, I see the dude, but I know how he is. I'm not gonna be like, look, people. No, I'm like, we do a slight nod, and that's all you're gonna. People are not gonna know.
You know, it's like a girl. She's up online, okay, and let's say she looked really cute and she posting thirst traps. Maybe she's happy with all this new attention, but then she realized after the fact the kind of men who are attracted by her thirst traps are not the kind of. So is she more attractive because she posting thirst traps?
Yes, but is she attracted to what she?
Yeah.
Is she attracted to what she's attracting? No.
Right. It's just to be aware, like good looks, they can be a double-edged sword depending on how you get it. The more attractiveness, like how you got your attractiveness matters in terms of what you're attracting. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I thought it was interesting though.
It is interesting.
I didn't agree with him, but I thought it was like, it's a refreshing take.
It's just you have to put context into it.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's still, I still wouldn't make a blanket statement like that because it's not true. But anyway, what y'all think, man? Let me know in the comments. Once again, my name is Still Khalil. I love y'all. Shout out to all the Khalilians. We made it this far in the video. That's what you are. Put the crown on your head. You can't never be dead. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck I just said, but I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Road to 1K, man. We on it. Let's get it.